So super stoked to open this and share this with you. This is the oneisall, excuse me, wireless cat water feeder or water fountain. So it'll hold 3.5 liters, which is 118 ounces. It's battery operated, stainless steel. It's automatic cat drinking fountain. We did mention it's cordless, which is super nice. So you can take it pretty much anywhere. And this is by oneisall. So let's jump into a little bit more about the product itself. So I'm going to list through some things. It is portable, so you can put it in the living room, the kitchen, outside, even in a vehicle. You can go anywhere. Has up to 60 days long lasting battery. That is a 5,000 milliamp rechargeable lithium battery, which is about 60 days of standby time depending on what's going on. So if you're going on a trip, for a day trip or whatever, then it'll kind of go through there. So it is healthier. It's stainless steel, easier to clean, dishwasher safe. You can kind of throw everything in there. There are 3 different water modes. The first one is kind of a sensor mode. So the water turns on when the pet approaches within 39 inches or a meter of that. We'll try and test that out with a dog, not a cat. But dogs are a little bit easier to kind of get to where you want them to go. But okay, so here we go. Obviously, you want to avoid this, right? If this is broken, I already cut it open. Just so to make it a little bit easier so you don't have to watch the actual. There is the model number. It's the PW04. And there's all the parts right there. So you're going to get the adapter, a Type-C cord, a user manual, small brush, and 3 filters. Here's the cat or dog coming up to. So let's move some of this boxes out of the way. We did talk about stainless steel, easy to clean. So here it is, right? Just out of the box. So you can see there's your front. You can see your water level right here all the way around. I know for some of you that don't love fingerprints, non-skip pads on the bottom, passes FCC regulations. Everything else is going to be on the inside. You can see right here, this little, so the water will go back in here. So we'll take this off. Hopefully it doesn't leave some marks, but I'm sure it probably will. Because it's stainless steel. Oh, there we go. Using my fingernails. Usually I use a knife. I don't want to scratch this up. Okay. So inside you're going to have, this comes off here. Really well packaged, right? So here's your container of water. This is going to have your filters and stuff. So I'm going to untape this. Pop these open. So here are your filters, which are right here. And you've got your USB to USB-C. There's your, right there, the little sponge filter. We're going to open this. There's your power cord. And then this last piece is what connects up to the fountain, like this. So this is everything in the box, like this, and we'll show you how to put it together. So on the pump itself, a couple things. You do not want to rinse this, right? So this has a sticker right here, but this is where the pump is actually going to be. It's going to go right in here. Like, make sure I get this the right way, like this. And I was worried it might not come with a charge, so we might have to charge it really quick and get back to the video and we'll show you what that looks like. So in charging mode, you can see right here that little blue light is flashing. So we're going to give it a few minutes to charge and then we'll come back and we'll put everything together and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, let's walk through the install. So the first thing we're going to do is take our filter, and you'll see that has this little extra kind of like little ridge. It's just going to sit right in there, okay? Then we're going to take our stainless steel portion and put it over the top, and that'll just fit in just like this. So you can see the top and the bottom. Then we'll take our actual pump, right, in our battery, and we want to make sure that the oneisall is facing towards you. So it looks like this. And the reason we want to do that is on the back side, we're going to plug in some other things. So we actually have the tube that's going to go here, and then the bottom filter that sits in the water itself, which is this little guy right here. So we're just going to push that in and then plug this right in here. And this is what's going to pump our water back and forth. And there's a little sensor on that bottom portion that tells us that there's no water or that we need to change our filter. So again, long press is the power off. Long press is the power on. There's no water in there. So we can change our modes, which is, this is proximity mode, this is timer mode. So we're gonna go get some water in it, and I'll show you what this looks like with water running in it. Okay, so we've got it filled up with water, and the nice thing is that sensor actually was working. So as soon as I turn this on, you'll get to notice that the sensor right here is going to turn blue, and it'll kind of illuminate this whole tank. So again, I'm gonna long press for 3 seconds, and you'll notice that this turned blue. If it were to run out of water, it would have been red. So when you first get it, it's gonna be red. You'll notice we're on a constant flow here, so the water's going through here. Remember that little slit on the front? It's going through the filter, and it's just cycling through. So we're on proximity mode now. Okay, so we're gonna test out proximity mode right now. And the blue light should kick on as we get close. There it is right there, just kicked on. So it'll stay on for just a minute. I'm actually gonna let this run and see how long it runs for, so you can actually time it with proximity mode. So I'm backing away now, and then I'll come back and we'll see what it does. Okay, so it's turned off now, and as I get close and walk up again, you'll notice that it turns back on. So it's on for about 30 seconds in that proximity mode. And the way that we know that it's in proximity mode is the left white light right here. And then if we go just to a constant timer right here, it's just constantly going right there. So the thing that I love about this, right, stainless steel, you know, the internal light that shows you whether or not it's full or empty or not. Again, this is for smaller cats. There's a whole process where you get cats used to a new bowl or a new feeder, and so you kind of gradually put the milk or the water next to it or further away and closer and closer and closer, and then you just take it away and then this appears. So I'm not going to go into the whole training of what that looks like for pets, but as far as the tank and what it looks like, super easy, super nice, and you can just see that that just was on for 30 seconds, and so we're good to go. To turn it on and off, we just have a long hold, 3-second press, the whole thing turns off. So overall, really, really well built. It's really, really nice. It just takes care of itself. The water turns on when they come close. I think they do make other ones, different sizes for different size animals and stuff like this. Again, this is the 118 ounce, 3 liter one. So it's about, you know, that much. Thanks for watching.